What's up, everyone? Okay, okay. Welcome back to another stream. If you're here this morning, you're here to get some shmoneys. You're here to make some shmoneys with me this morning. Yo, for real, let me cut the music real quick. Okay. Let's get ready for the class. Welcome back to another stream. Another trading stream video. Y'all know what time it is. It's money time. Let's get into this video real quick, because we don't need to be here very long. You feel me? If you are, let me just reiterate something real quick. If you're in my trading group on Telegram, then you already have hit TP1, 2, and 3. This is what we have right here. This is what I dropped for the group today. Okay? Hold on. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about what happened yesterday and where we stand today. Okay? So I'm just cleaning out my little desk real quick. Alright, so let's see what we got. Okay. Let's talk about yesterday real quick on what happened yesterday. I left you guys off yesterday's stream. None of this happened. Right? Let's go about right here. Right? So we actually sold this market. Our stop losses were in profit here. Okay? We had a 10 pip in profit, right? And then we had a 50 pip in profit, okay, area. Look what the market did after we got off stream. Look where it went. All right, it completely filled this candle here, this big white candle, okay? Completely filled it, all right? To the point where it got all the way down to this. Remember I said that we had money sitting below, okay? So that money sitting below, they were going to target, that was the target that we had. And I figured that the institutions would target that too. Okay, get below these lows. All this has stop losses sitting up underneath them. So this was a good area to target. The reason being is because this top got taken. See, it consolidated up in this area, all right? We saw that yesterday. And then there was that news that happened, pushed up, target all of these insufficiencies in price, getting all the way up to here, this insufficiency in price, right? After it did that, I dropped down to the lower time frame, right? And I wanted to see how we would fluctuate in this area to give me a sell, okay? Now, she came back up, of course, retraced, but she fell deep. I mean, fell deep. We had already got, I don't know, maybe 100 pips on stream yesterday. We watched her drop 100 pips for us, right? But look at what she did. She continued down, reaching these liquidity areas, okay? Now, this is where we are. This happened while after stream, while we were sleeping, okay? Asian session, London session, all right? And here we are, New York session. So this morning, I was up early enough to catch this move here, seeing what was happening here. Look, guys, they were slipping, created a gap. So let's mark it. Here. Created a gap. Pushed back up into the gap after they created the gap. Push back up, close it. After they close this gap, creating these rejection areas here. Refusing to move higher, right? Closing low below this gap. This was an indication up in this area that we were moving further down. All right. So when I caught that, I was looking around at the time. It was like around 23. I want to say 13. Yeah, it was at 23:13. All right. At 7 o'clock, around that 7 o'clock hour. So if you were in my trading group, again, which the link is in the description below. It's free. You can get in. I put the signal out there for free for the group. All right. So what happened was when it started giving me more confirmation that we were moving down, we got in at 23:11. 23:11, and as you can see, she fell, giving us our 60 pips. TP1, 2, and 3. Okay. And look, let's drag this over. Boom. They smacking this liquidity areas, gaps and stuff, okay? Push down below this low of this candle. Hopefully you can see it. No. This candle, right? They pushed below it. These guys are out. So everybody up in this area is out, okay? This gap was filled, as you can see. We filled it, okay? 100% filled it, all right? And then we have, below that, we still have more money, okay? Look below. I'm gonna just zoom out. I know it's gonna get messy and tight, but look, we have these areas here, here, and here. Okay. Still got money sitting below. If we go to DXY, beautiful. Look what she did. Now, she didn't completely close the gap, but remember, these were target areas that she was going to reach down into. We said if she got down into this area, right, if she was pushing down, that gold was going to, if she pushed up, then gold was going to push down. If she pushed down, then gold was going to push up. Okay? This was news yesterday, right? Then this was after the news. Okay? So, we already had target areas for DXY that we had in mind, correct? All right, so this is why we're getting this push down, because DXY is moving up. So we're getting a pretty nice push down now. All right. Okay, let me go to here real quick. Check something. I got 2 of my trading views open. That's crazy. Alright. Here's my MT4. Alright, cool. I just wanted to look at my MT4. My stop losses are in profit. Okay. Stop losses are in profit right now in front of our 2311. We got stop losses in profit. I updated the group already, right? You have moved to break even. This is a risk-free trade now. You can let that trade ride, or you can just go ahead and take your money. You feel me? Or you could take partials along the way, keep holding the position at 2311. It's all up to you on how you want to manage this trade now that we're in it. Okay? This was a very easy call to make. And let me explain why it was an easy call to make. Because we already had target areas here that were hit. Okay? All of these were smacked yesterday. So, let's update it. Okay? Excuse me. Alright, these are done. Everything on here is done. All of these are done. Alright, we don't need those no more. We want to just clean this up so we can see a little bit more. Okay? These are out. These guys are out. These guys are out. This gap has been filled. I'm going to leave this here because I want to see how they react off this area. See if they're going to push through it or what. Aiming for the next liquidity area, which would be here. Okay? So let's just keep that there and just adjust that. These guys, we already know they're out. Okay? So we're selling this market down to this area, back down to this area, past this, because this now is what, that wick is what, money, right? Underneath that, all in this wick is money, so we're going to put a $sign underneath that. And we're going to aim for this $sign area, which is this wick area here, down to this liquidity area here, this gap. All right, this gap is a gap on the lower time frame. It's not showing the gap on the 1 hour, but it is showing on the lower time frame, right? So that's why we've chosen this as an area of liquidity. Okay, so and then we have more monies below. Okay, so let's see, we can stretch this over too, because it wasn't filled. Excuse me, it wasn't filled, but it was tapped into. Okay. Let's see. I didn't check to see if we had news. Okay. Let's check it. Yes, we do have news at 8:30. Okay, in 15 minutes, we have news dropping. Okay. Now, we are now already in this trade and we are already at break even. So we can either let this trade ride. We've already hit TP 1, 2, and 3, right? We got news coming in. So if you're in this trade, you need to manage it. All right. Everybody in my group has already either adjusted their stops, their stop loss into profit, or they're sitting at break even, or they've already taken their profits because we've hit 60 pips already. Remember yesterday I was saying that sometimes the market gives me a trade before stream? Well, this is a prime example of that. This market was giving me the setup before I got on stream. I had already knew which way we were going to go. So I dropped this signal. I'm not going to wait until stream to drop the signal because look, if I would have waited, we would have been down here, right? We would have been somewhere down here trying to get our pips, when really we can get up here and get our pips. This usually happens around that 7 o'clock hour I told you guys about. Around 7 o'clock Eastern time, I'm usually seeing the trade, okay? So I will drop a signal in the group, and I will give, the TP1, 2, and 3 prices. And sometimes they hit right before stream, and then sometimes it takes a second. Stream will be started, and, we still haven't hit our TPs. Or sometimes I'll get on stream, or before stream, there is no trade. And I have to wait till stream and break it down for you, right? And jump and give you guys a trade, okay? But we were already in this trade. So this happened before stream. So we already got this price. We already got that hit, okay? So now we're just waiting for our liquidity areas to get filled, okay? Waiting on these gaps to get filled. I honestly believe that this market can continue down. Just the way we went up, strong buy, right? Strong buy because we were selling, okay? They were actually selling. When they were buying into this, they were really selling because market has to hedge themselves into position. This is how they can get themselves into position, by taking everybody's stop loss, right? They have to take money, right? They built up all this liquidity here, took it, pushed up, and then they sold off, okay? That's how they play. We see it, how they play. We know that this big candle wasn't us because retailers can't make candles like this, right? So, who is this? It's the big boys, right? Making these big candles. Okay? So, this is how I caught this sell coming down way up here. I knew once they were pushing up, I wanted to look for a sell. I just had to wait to find the sell. Look left, here was an order block sitting here. They came all the way back up into it nicely, right? Into the order block, pushed up a little bit, taking all the wicks, look left, taking the wicks of that order block, and then reversing. That is a prime example of the manipulation of the market makers, okay? That's them. So, it was an easy call to know that when the tops got taken, now they were going to head for these bottoms. And they did. They headed for all of the bottoms, taking now their stop losses, right? Filling up gaps on the lower time frame. Okay? So, you got to have targets. One thing that I do here in this class when I'm teaching you guys this. I'm teaching you to have targets like a sniper. You gotta have targets, right? In order to shoot this market down or shoot it up, you gotta have a target first. So we always keep our targets in mind, okay? If you don't have targets and you're getting into this market and you're just, because it's moving in a direction, you're wrong. You need to have a target area. I'm showing you target areas that I'm aiming for. All of this money below, there was money above, right? We were aiming for targets. I'm aiming for targets. Even if I got popped, I got popped like 35 pips yesterday and on the first trade, and then the second trade hit for 100, right? So, we gotta have targets. So I'm aiming for things in the market, which is money areas, liquidity areas, okay? So, we still have money sitting below, all right? I just wanted to come here and show you guys that yesterday's trade was beautiful, right? It was beautiful. This area here was just retested up in here and then fell. That's what that was, okay? It's easy to see. You got to train your eyes to see these markets in a different light, guys. I think some people are not looking at this market in the right light, right? I think you're confusing yourselves with support resistance areas that doesn't exist. Okay? If you trade this way, if you want to look at, let's say you want to say report support and resistance areas on your chart, I would say that these insufficiencies in price would be more of like a institutional support resistance area. Okay? I don't like to use support resistance or supply demand. I don't like using those terms because they're retailer terms. But you got to know, one, how retailers, one, think. How are they going to trade? What are they thinking? So this way, I can know both sides of the board. Okay? I want to know what the retailers are thinking, and I also want to know what the institutionals are thinking. All right? What the institutions are thinking makes me want to jump on board with them versus the retailers. Because if you think about it, 98% of the people in this market is losing. And who's losing? Not the banks, the retailers. So you want to jump on the train with the institutions. And we can clearly see institutions in this market. We can see that they did this. We didn't do this. This us, right? Not moving up, down, not necessarily making highs or making lows. We're just moving sideways. This us. This is them. Okay? Here they go. They pushing this market down. Okay? So understand your opponents on the board. We're playing chess here. Alright, you want to play checkers? Go play with somebody else. I'm playing chess over here. Okay? This is a chess game. Alright? So, I just want to come here every day to this class and teach you guys what it is that my eyes is seeing and why is it that I am so profitable in these trades. These trades are playing out like almost 98% of the time. All right? They're playing out. It's just up to you to catch it. All right? So, let's keep it moving. Moving and grooving. We got news in 4 minutes. Okay? What do you think is going to happen? Just looking at this market, what exactly do you think is going to happen? All right. Let's go ahead. Let me clean this up. Let's go ahead and mark up this gap here. This is money, right? Everything else is sufficient, right? What I mean by sufficient is there is two sides of the board playing. If they don't have two sides, look, this is one-sided play. It's only a black candle. It's only sellers. This was a one-sided play here in this gap. It was only sellers. What they did was they came and evened out this side. Boom. Now we got buyers and sellers. You see? This is sufficient. This isn't. Okay? This is sufficient. This is not. So, they filled this area, made it sufficient, and now they're moving down. Yes, they are creating more slippage. You can mark this slippage up too. They're creating slippage. Okay? But that's what the market has to do. This is their footprints. This is how you can see their footprints. See what they're doing. Right? Because these areas will eventually, 9 times out of 10, get filled. Okay? So, we still waiting on the news. We got 2 minutes for the news. I want to see if we can get down here in this area. Turn that off while it's playing. Okay, so I just want to wait and just see what's happening here. I don't want to jump into another trade because we've already hit TP1, 2, and 3. We've already got collected 60 pips for the day. It went a little deeper. Let's measure it out. 70 pips since I called the 2311 area. Okay, so we were up 70 pips. I gave you guys 70 pips. All right, we got news getting ready to drop here in, let me see, just a few seconds. If you're in this, I already let you know, you need to manage it. You need to break even. You need to take some partials. You need to do something, right? Manage your trade. This news is now dropped. And look, ooh, you see that? This is why you need to manage your trade. You should have been at break even, or you should have taken your profits. And there's another reason on why I don't just jump back in to a trade. Look how news just pops up, taking this liquidity areas, taking all this liquidity. Let's see. Let's go back to the hourly. There it is. Look at that. They jumped into this liquidity area, bounced off of here, coming back up, sell, taking these guys out to what? Buy, to get into another insufficient area. that we could probably, most likely, we could probably get up there. We might be able to get up to this area here. Prime example on if you wanted to trade the news, you could have, because of this area here. I know market bounces from one gap to the other. I know this. I see this all the time. Okay? So, we could have targeted here, which these were the reason I was in this 2311 and I was targeting this low. It already happened. Right? Now I'm looking for something else. Now we're seeing that she could move back up here into this liquidity area here. Okay? This is what you want right here. I just marked that up for you. So we can sit back and we can watch this as she does exactly what I tell you guys she's going to do. Okay? Excuse me. I am just a little tired today, but I'm here. I showed up for you guys. Right? Look at that. Look at that push there. Who do you think this is? You think this is us? Or you think this is them? Who creating this? This is definitely not us. Okay? This is the big boys. This is the banks, institutions. Some bigger entity, bigger than us, comes in, pushes this market down and shoots it up. We definitely aren't doing this. It's the big boys doing this. Okay? So, most likely, we can target, like I said, these areas here. Alright? Again, with me, it's about target areas. What am I targeting? Okay? Am I targeting this? Or am I targeting liquidity below? So which one is it? You understand what I'm saying? You gotta have targets. If you understand that market bounces from one gap to the other, strong chance of this market getting up here. Let's go look at DXY. What did DXY do with the news? Push down. You see that? These gold and DXY correlate with each other by moving opposite directions of each other. Okay? If DXY is moving down, then gold is going to push up. Okay? What do we got sitting below? Liquidity. What do we have here? Liquidity. Look at this gap here, right? We got this gap. We can adjust this because they got all the way down here, but they didn't close it. And then we can say we got this here. Okay? Money. Targets. See this? They pushed up. Almost filling this gap here. Almost filling this candle. And then they pushed down. Okay? So that's how that works, guys. This is how they're playing. This is what they're doing. And you have to catch them. You have to watch them. Watch these markets in order to be able to catch them. Okay? You can't always have a one-sided direction. You have to be able to go both sides. You got to be able to change up real quick, and you got to know why you're changing up real quick. Right? So, news can come in and pushes this market up. we're already done with this trade. We're done. We completed this already. You can go check the Telegram group. I already updated it. All right. You got to be able to know how to go both sides, guys. Can't just be one-sided all the time. You got two sides of this market, okay? This was an easy call for a buy due to the fact that, shoot, they had already pushed this thing up. This would have been, these areas was the target now. Look at this. These tops here, target, right? These guys are now out because they were selling this market down. They had to come back up. What side did they take first? All right, let's look at it. This side, and then pushed up. There we go. That's nice. This is nice. This is what you're wanting here. You're wanting to see this. Okay? You need to see a side get taken first. Sell. This side was taken. Right? Pushing down into a gap. And then what? Bouncing to the next gap. This is all they do. They do this all day long, guys. You can just literally like mark up gap areas, and you can play off of these areas, bouncing back and forth. But I wouldn't do it on a lower time frame. I would do it mainly on a higher time frame, because you need to be able to see on a higher time frame liquidity areas. Okay, which is those gaps. Let's go. Most likely, this candle is going to engulf this one. It already have. In 21 minutes, this candle will close on the 1 hour chart, and it most likely will be above this one. This will be a liquidity area now created if they continue to push up. Let's go down 15 minutes. Look at this. This was beautiful. All right. This side was the only side that wasn't taken. So after the news, when they pushed down, they took liquidity here, boom, they pushed up. All right. These are things that you guys should be looking for. That's all it is. That's all I'm coming here to show you guys what your eyes should be seeing. Okay? All right? And then you also got to know how to gauge this market and when to hit the button, when not to hit the button. Because a lot of you guys don't know when to hit the button. I'm sure, you know, you guys trading isn't where it could be. If you was to trade this way, you could be a different type of trader. More lethal, should I say, of a trader. If you was to trade this way, by just marking up certain areas of liquidity and understanding the price action movement. You gotta be able to watch this chart. You need chart time. You need to sit here and back test. And I'm not just saying for a day, a week. You need to do this consistently. If you're brand new, you're probably needing to do this for a year, right? Consistently for a year in order to be able to see that, you know, the way that they're trading is different than what they've taught us or wanting to teach us on, like, I don't know, Baby Pips or, you know, Google University or YouTube University. With some people, I see a lot of people on here that's trading, and they're still trading retail style, which is crazy to me because I know Smart Money Concepts exists. I know they got ICT, out here trading, showing you guys what's up. And it's just like, I don't know, maybe that retail trading works for you. I have no idea, you know. So, but I just know it doesn't work for me trading that way. It didn't in the beginning. It never will, because I was on the wrong side of the market every time trading that way. Okay, they teach you to be on the wrong side so they can take your position, kick you out of it, right? So they can make the money. Why are they rich? Ask yourself, why are these people rich? Hmm? Because they taught people how to trade a certain way, and they know based off of your psychology what you're going to do. If they was to create a certain, I don't know, trend, way, shape, or whatever on the board, if they create it, you're going to fall for it because they taught you to fall for it. All right. So if you haven't just yet, please subscribe to my channel. It helps me out, putting me in the algorithm. So there's videos that I am putting out, these streams, they can reach other traders, come up in their feeds, give them another eye on the markets, right? Somebody else who's been in the game and been doing this for a while, understands, maybe a little more than you, right? And I don't believe that I know it all. I believe there's always something. I always see something I learn as I trade over the years, right? But I have been trading the same way for a very long time, right? For years. I want to say about 4, 5 years now. I've been trading the same way. Once I learned smart money concepts, I never went back to the old way of trading. But I had to master it. I had to put that chart time in. I had to study. And if you want to be great in this game, you need to do the same thing. Okay? So just know this. I come here every day, 8 a.m. Let me update this real quick. I come here every day, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. All right? If you're in my Telegram group, you might get a signal before that time, or you might get it after the stream starts. It's one or the other. All right? So let me update this win, because you gotta keep track of your wins. We've been killing the markets. We've been killing this stream. We've been killing it. All right? Streaming every day, coming here, showing up, and showing out. That's the goal. And by 9 o'clock, we should be done. Sometimes we go over a little 9 o'clock hour, but I'm going to tell you guys, in my class, I don't want you here all day. I don't want to talk to you guys, talk your ears off all day long for hours. I'm not that type of instructor. I'm here to get to the point, straight to the point, and get going with my day. I got other things I need to do. So we're going to get our money and we're going to go. Move on, right? And we'll come back here tomorrow and get some more shmoneys. That's it. We're going to compound interest our accounts every day. We don't need to come here and try to take more pips. 60 pips is good. Some people coming on this stream only getting 10 pips. They go on live and they get 10 pips. They get their people in for 10 pips. And hey, sometimes, hey, if it works, it works. I'm not knocking that, right? I got my own style of trading. They got their own way of trading, right? I got my target areas. They got their target areas, right? But we just gonna show up. We gonna do our thing, and we gonna get going for the day. All right, because I'm not gonna be here all day with you guys when I got a whole full day. I see some people on here trading live, and they're on here for hours. Hours and hours, like 3 hours, 4 hours. I come here, you know, 11:30, 11 o'clock. They're still on here looking for positions for their group. I'm like, what the, you know? So I don't know. But anyways, thank you guys for coming to my stream. If you like my stream, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you tap that notification bell so that every time I go live, you know about it and you don't miss what it is that I'm going to be putting out for you. I'm dropping some serious nuggets here. I'm going to tell you guys something. There are people who do trade this way and they charge a lot of money, or they have like, a high membership fee to be able to watch them trade this way. Okay, nothing is wrong with that. Absolutely nothing is wrong with that, right? But I want to be able to come here and give people the knowledge, pass it to you, all right? Each one teach one, right? And pass it on. Yes, I do have a VIP group. It's a fee on that one, but I have a free group where if you want to get into the VIP group, you can, but I do have a free group, and the free group, I'm dropping just about the same quality signals, right? It's not like a whole bunch of signals, it's quality signals, all right? Quality over quantity. That's me right there, all right? So, again, I thank you guys for coming to my stream. I hope you learned something today. You could take something away. I hope you took some notes, and maybe I said something that will help you in your trading. All right. But that's pretty much it for the day, guys. I ain't gonna hold you. We done. We're gonna come back tomorrow after, this market has moved all day. I'm not gonna be out here trading. I'm not gonna be hitting the button again. If I do decide to make another call, it will be in the Telegram group, in my VIP group with my VIPs. I will not put out another free signal today. All right, one is good, one is enough, and one that want to do it. All right, that signal today was 60 pips. That was free money right there. If you were there, if you saw it, if you were in the Telegram group. But if you wasn't, you jumped on stream and you saw we were already up in profit. Right? So, again, I appreciate you guys for coming to my stream. All right, and we'll be back tomorrow, same time, 8 a.m. Eastern time, right? And if you come here, you know what time it is. It's shmoney time. It's time to get some shmoneys, man. All right. So we're going to call it a day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. One love. Mo Diesel out. Peace.